want to focus more in this video on how do they trap souls from actually connecting with God. Trap means not only avoid or prevent them from connecting with God, the divine source, but trap them in hell, where all these demons and dark spirits will be forever. So just like any other deranged person, these spirits are there exactly there because when they were in human form, they did all sorts of malicious, wicked, ugly things, and they would rather take from others, and keep on doing horrible things, that they went there. So just like any other deranged person with that kind of wickedness in them, they decided we are going there anyways. We'll take down as many innocent people as possible with us. You see, the level of derangedness is that we'll take as many innocent people as possible down. So there is a lot of crimes literally done on spiritual level, which very, very, very few people even know. And what it means when that kind of spiritual manipulation and perversion manifests itself into this physical world. Very few people know, and I'm one of them. And I have been the target of the same kind of people who wanted to do the same thing on me all my life, even before I was born. That's how much they keep track of someone who's going to be born with a high purpose, God's gifts, a lot of spiritual gifts and a lot of wealth, a lot of powerful things that they can do, because God decided. He chose them for it, and because the soul is capable of it. It's not just choosing because as if someone bribed divine source and said, hey, give this one person an opportunity. I know him, I know her. It's not like that. It's very fair. So God chooses that particular soul for a certain kind of purpose that matches the level of soul power in it, as in authority, superiority, gifts, expansion level, kind of willness, because you have to be willing also, which means again that power, that capacity to get things done. And all the other lifetimes, how they have performed, all the other work they've done, and all that based on that merit. So they keep track of people with gifts like this, purposes like this, who's going to be born into wealthy families and also going to make a lot of wealth, who has a lot of gifts, okay, and power and authority. Because if you give power, money, authority, gifts, certain roles and positions to certain people who deserve it, who are honorable, who will do right by it, the change that they will make is going to be monumental. The crooked people around us in power would make us believe as if it will take a long time to bring an everlasting change at a deeper level. It doesn't have to. And that's why I became the target. Because you put all that in one soul, who knows what to do with it? Who has the honor? So I was targeted since birth. And there's a lot of things I went through. I mentioned in other videos, which now I made private for certain reasons. But soon I will tell my whole story and the whole world will know. It's meant to be that way. So now I'm going to focus on why I'm specifically choosing this topic, and also because I was part of it. At least they thought that they could do that with me. So there are many spiritual level crimes these people have done through manipulating energy in the spirit realm, because it's in the higher realm. So what happens there is how it manifests. It's called manifestation, or reflects in this physical world. Okay. So it starts from there and comes down to here. So they got bored with stealing and ruining lives on the physical level. They figured out someone, I have no idea who that wicked person is, some couple of decades, couple of hundreds of years ago. So they decided, well, we'll start stealing in the spiritual itself. That way, we can do more damage, more wickedness, more cruelty, more evilness, and at the same time, we found a shortcut to cover ourselves. The same covering happens in the physical also, like I'll explain. So, these spiritual crimes mainly involve looking into when a child is born, there are certain bloodlines, okay, certain families and generations of families that have done a lot of good work, okay, in all the lineage, that they are gifted and blessed by God. And so these lineages, in these bloodlines, it's bound to be someone born in this family that will be chosen to do something good, something really good, big. That is where they keep track in the spiritual itself. The stalking begins even before you were born, you were in the womb, you were even conceived, because it starts from the lineage itself, right? So they keep track, and the moment you are born, they use the constellations, astrologies, and this and that, and whatever tools the devil has constructed and educated people on, and calculate exactly what gonna be their blessings, their gifts, what's gonna be their destiny, what is God gonna do when, if they have any, if not, what, and all that. They track everybody, there's no doubt, but they focus more on the one who could change it for good. So even before that kind of person is born, they plan on changing their destiny. It's literally there in a lot of spiritual community. This word has been already used a lot of times. It's called destiny swapping. So they literally want to swap their ugly, cursed destinies and lives, where I've already explained how low they are in energy, in vibration, in capacity to generate anything or manifest anything, create anything. Zero, it's dead. So they want to transfer the death and ugliness and heaviness and all that they have accumulated in their pathetic lives onto the good person that's meant to do good here with all their money, wealth, power, gifts and capacity and all that, and they will exchange it. So they will throw their crap on you and turn your life into burden something, whereas they take all that is yours and enjoy it. And they have done it so many times to so many people in so many generations. It's a lot of huge organized crime. It's gonna come out soon. You will know. I'll be there. But now I'm just gonna focus on this one main thing as to the target, as to the crime itself. So in order to do that, they still have to match the energy. So in order to clone a person, like literally take everything that is of you and you and then copy it into somebody else. That's why there is another word, copycats, clones. So they started making clones out of this kind of practice from hundreds and hundreds of years actually. That's another reason why a lot of humans are not fully humans. Clones in the sense they don't have soul. If they don't have soul, it means it's filled with some spirits. Simple. Low level spirits, obviously. So the people have to copy literally everything and anything about you. So they keep stalking all your life, the mannerisms, the behavior, the thinking. They put chips in your brain to think, try to copy. They practice your mannerisms, and there is always multiple copycats to one person. Just in case. And of course, it's not just in case. They are so jealous and envious of what this person is capable of that they always wannabes. These are wannabes. Okay, they can't be anything, so they want to clone themselves into something else that they are not. So this stalking and copying business starts from the day one. Okay, from your birth day. And there's a lot of crimes that happen in the physical level after you're born. I'll elaborate more on that in other videos. So the goal is to swap destinies, as in take what's rightfully yours. You know what happens in destiny exactly? Why that word? Because you have done your work in that lifetime. So you cleared your karma or debt, whatever you came here for. For every lifetime there is something. Okay. So you cleared what you needed to clear. So now the blessings come in. So like I explained in the narcissist exploiting you video, they wait and stalk and copy you and keep on following your mannerisms, pretending, because they want to, in the eventuality, when the destiny swaps become successful, they want to pretend as if they are you, because you are gone. They will kill you. You are the sacrifice for their deities, demons, devils. So the hard work, donkey ass karma work and clearing you will do, and right before you get to your destiny, as in your blessings and gifts and whatever is activated in your life, they snatch it. In order for that to happen, they have to keep you in a very low place, in a place of, in religious words, in a place of sin. In a general spiritual space, they have to keep your spirit very low enough that their dark magic could work on you, and then eventually you will fall sick or kill yourself, or they will kill you. And in order to achieve this, so many intrusions, interjections and distractions and violations happen in your life. So to keep you from living your life, so you will do the karma work. They will come and snatch your blessings. So what happens when these kind of things happen is, you see, you did not live your life fully. You did not live your purpose, because of which you will be forced to come back again. Or at the very least, you did the work, but you couldn't even enjoy the blessings, which was rightfully yours. The life that you're meant to live, for the rest of whatever age you're meant to live, someone stole it from you, and they're feasting on it. And you're prematurely killed. And assume they keep doing it for lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes. Your soul will be so caught up in this karma game and this low level thing that it will not get enough chance to go connect with God. And what's it called in the spiritual world is ascension, in the sense freedom from matrix. For you to fully free yourself from matrix, you have to have paid all your debts. You have to have whatever is meant to be done, you should have been completed. And you should also have enough energy in your soul, enough power in your soul to make it happen, because it's not easy. These dark forces, they will do anything to prevent a soul from getting free from matrix. So it's not going to be easy. And especially when you reach certain levels, they'll make it even harder. So you will need a lot of energy, power, willpower, that inner strength and ability, intelligence, all kinds of gifts that you can use effectively and manage to escape. And they prevent you from doing that. And they prevented a lot of souls that came before me who were meant to be free but trapped them in the matrix. And so many of them have went through so many useless karmic cycles which are not even their own, that they cannot even free themselves on their own anymore, even though they are not actually evil and they are not judged to be going to hell. You see, that's why I use the word trap. If they are meant to be there, it's a different thing. This is a high level spiritual crime. It's not okay. Look at the level of manipulation. And that's just for one person. Multiply it with billions of souls that's been there in that place where they don't deserve to be. Innocent. Another thing I came across is, let's say even if someone manages to live full life, live properly, do their all the things, and it's an average normal soul, and it died also at the right time, not prematurely. This artificial concept called spirit guides was introduced. So they come in some kind of a form after death. There is a passage time between when you lose life and when you go to the source and all that. There is a lot of illusions created there also. And one such is, lots and lots of creatures come around you. Some scary, some normal looking, some different looking, some very unusual, and some pretend to be somewhat familiar, or someone who has died in your family, previous generations. Like I said, they study your emotional life, I told, right? To trigger you some kind of sentimentality in you, kind of. So they will come and say, oh, I am your grandma, or I am your grandpa, or I am your great-great-grandpa, whatever, I am your aunt, uncle, mother, father, I am your pet. Some sort of a familiar form they will take, and after you lose life, they will tell you, oh, you have some more things to do, why don't you go back? And the moment you think it is really coming from a right place, or really maybe God himself is saying it and all that, and you may say yes, before you even go where you are meant to go, your soul, they will trap it. Either they will trap it there somewhere in the middle, or they will trap it by sending back with unnecessary additional karma down to earth. And all you have to do is say yes to something that's fake. Come on, can you believe the level of treachery there? As if all the treachery they are doing here is not enough. As if what they are doing in the spiritual realm itself is not enough. They do it in between also. That's another way they trap. Okay? And another thing, by constantly making sure the souls, because everybody comes with some sort of a gift and connection to God. You have a soul, which means you are still with God. Because everything that is of the evil, they don't have a soul. They don't have a soul. They don't belong to God. God has already, they rejected God, and so God rejected them. I mean, your free will. has that power. So, they prevent other people, other souls from ascending, freeing themselves. Prevent in the sense, one thing like I said, burdening with all this. Burdening with karma and all is one thing. And then they keep you distracted with superficial life. Telling you, life doesn't really mean anything. It's just coming and going, coming and going, coming and going without any purpose. Nobody is that special. Nobody has any special purpose or not. We come and go because it's just a game, it's just an illusion, it's just a simulation. They tell you any number of stories to, minimize the importance of what happens here and what happens after. So your whole life will become a huge distraction. You know why? While you are distracted, using your energy, using your soul power, all your senses and body, intellect and whatever, for things that are very superficial, purposeless and useless, it's a waste. So the more you waste, they take that energy, because it's not purposeful, it's not divine, it's not directed with some sense of purity and authenticity. It has to be that, yes. If it is a wasteful energy, they come from waste, they are of filth, all these evil. So they take it, happily feed on it. One thing is that. And while you are busy wasting it, you are actually not living your life. So the destiny swap. This is also how they hijack your destiny. They may not have to kill you as long as you are actually living in a life of useless, pathetic, superficial, purposeless, lost and all that, low level life. They're happy because every time you are not living in your true authentic self, the true divine soul self that you are meant to be here with, they can take it away. It's a loophole. It's not actually ethical or whatever. No. They found a way, because since they are not using it, it's stagnant and useless, and it's not being tapped into, it's not being used, and it's not being even acknowledged. They will prevent you from even acknowledging that you may have certain gifts, powers, or certain higher things that you have to do, that kind of things, right? They don't even want you to know or acknowledge it, because then they can keep it somewhere hidden, stagnant, and well, there is another clone waiting to take what's yours. So while you are here wasting your life, they are taking what's rightfully yours and feeding on. They don't even have to kill you. You are just wasting your life away anyways. They'll do it that way. Another thing I've noticed is, by using family connections as a way to curse you. They will tell them certain curses and spell work. Someone idiotic in your family, someone perverted. There's always people like that, right? So they will tell with authority, as in, like, let's say a mother has authority, a father has authority, a grandparent has authority, like that. So they use that authority when you're a child, when you don't have your own free will and all that authority. They will make them curse you. That curse was artificially put on you by someone in authority in your own family, or someone in other family, someone in the religious community, or whoever. They may pretend it to be something else. I don't care. The superficialities can be a lot. We already discussed about the pretentious stuff they do. So what they make it look like blessing also, I don't know. But essentially it will be a curse. Be it a curse of poverty, curse of loneliness, curse of stagnation, curse of whatever it is. So that whatever you are cursed with, somebody is going to take. Somebody in that cult or group or organization, in that whatever setup it is going to take what's yours. And in order for that to happen, you should not take it. You should not claim it. Got it? You should not even know about it. By keeping you in the blind and keeping you bound to contracts and curses that are not even aware of, that is not even yours, they steal from you. Somebody else is going to live off of that. So that's why I said, when it comes to divine people, when one person elevates, they're gonna be built with a purpose that elevates some other people along with them. When it comes to these crooked people, for them to be on the up and up, someone has to always go down. And that will be a good person. That will be an innocent person. That is where they get the kick out of it. It has to be an innocent person. So we should be keeping that person in the blind as to what's actually happening. Why is their life feeling so difficult, at least in one particular area or in multiple areas of life? As if they hit a brick wall whenever they want to do that particular one thing or achieve that one particular thing in a specific area of their life, be it relationship, money, career, stability, recognition, or let's say gift of using words, writing, intelligence, education, anything. Okay, it could be anything. Whatever it is cursed on them, they will never be able to, because it's like hitting like a brick wall. So they won't even access it because somebody else is accessing what is rightfully theirs. So they are prevented from using what's rightfully there, and they don't even know why or where it's coming from. Because let's say someone 3-4 generations ago has put it, let's say every first daughter or every first son XYZ. Over. You don't even know that something has been put on you and you don't even know. Only you think you know is there are specific things that are extremely unnecessarily difficult for you and you don't know what to do about it. The problem is when you hit issues like that or challenges like that, again you will go for the same outside world to look for solutions. They will not tell you the truth. That's why going inside. To know why, what is happening, why is it happening, what you must do about it. That's another thing, curses, spells. And then they take objects of yours, clothes, undergarments, objects that are close to you, objects that have some kind of connection to you. They don't even have to have some kind of sentimental value, I say, but it's better if it is for them to affect you more. But anything that has been on you or around you for a long enough time would have accumulated your energy, or they cursed it enough to accumulate energy, and so the object entered your life, and then they take it when at the right time when they want it, and they harvest your energy, and then again whatever curse or spell they put on that, using that, whatever black magic ritual they did, okay, wherever they used it, however they used it, that becomes a blockage tool for your life. So from somewhere they will be doing all this nasty stuff and enjoying creating blockages in your life. Again, like the brick wall hitting, you hit a brick wall, you don't even access it, you don't even go near it, or if you start also, you won't be able to finish it. You will not be able to. It's called false starts kind of thing. You start but you can't finish, you quit. So by keeping you from actually doing what you are meant to do on your path, in your life, in your destiny, in your whole purpose of why you came down here, every time they put a blockage or challenge or put up a brick wall, they want somebody else of the evil to access it. And as long as you don't push through and finish as to find out what is what, you will keep on accessing it. And as long as somebody is accessing it in your name, because you are also using your energy, harvesting, it's not yours. At least that's how the cheating goes on. It's not theirs. But the appearance is that. You get it? And you are stuck. Or at least you are not successful as you should be. That's a trick. That's an illusion. Another thing is, similarly, by using your energy, stealing it from objects, people, whatever, wherever you had a continuous regular interaction with people, places, things, objects, situations, anywhere where you have given out emotional reactions to anything, they steal that energy. That is why keeping an emotional balance is such an important thing. Because they will orchestrate series of situations where you somehow or the other you may be bound to react in some way more than you should be reacting, where the energy is wasted or expelled. They take it because they're waiting, they're literally waiting there somewhere in the talking in the spiritual realm, and the crystal ball and opening portals and waiting for to catch that energy. And they'll catch it when you release it. Use that own energy to harvest. Go somewhere, do some rituals, do this, that, and harvest it for a certain amount of time. And use that energy to do black magic on your reverse, to hit you. It will attack you. Just like a narcissist does, like I said, they will make you go against you. You are energetically attacked by yourself. Whereas they are flourishing, manifesting through your energy, and you don't even know. And they try and escape karma. They accumulate karma. Whatever wrong you do in any way, shape or form, whichever realm it is, spiritual, physical, other realms. Okay. You violate a law, you have karma. Okay. They have lots and lots and lots and lots of karma. But they try and escape it again by using that energy of others that they stole from, who don't have that much of karma but a lot of blessings. They steal it. It's called cloaking. It's like wearing a dress. Because our energy surrounds us, aura, right? So they surround themselves with energy that's not theirs, life that's not theirs, wearing things that's not theirs, living a life that's not theirs. And they don't even have a soul. And while they're doing so, they try and avoid karma. It's somebody else's energy that doesn't have karma. Because see, they burned the karma. At the time of blessings, they stole it from them. Now what happens? They're living a blessed life. What's the karma? They're cloaked. But the karma is there, accumulating. For every violation they did, it's accumulating. It's right there. Because like I said, it's your soul, it's your life, it's your job. Just because you don't take responsibility doesn't mean it's not going to be there. It is yours. It's your account. Your account is getting multiplied. Your karmic account is getting multiplied every time you do some shit. And it's never ending. With this kind of pathetic life, it's never ending. Another thing they trap souls is by, let's say someone in the family or related to you, or someone in the family, in the sense, again, like I said, generational curse. Someone you don't even know, few generations ago joined a cult, some kind of a dark organization, and they put a curse on everybody. And it's not just curse. Let's say they took an oath as if to say, I will give whatever XYZ to XYZ. And you did not even know, but they literally declared it and said it and signed that contract and whatever. And it's been following your ass forever. Taking a wrongful oath and putting it on someone innocent. Someone innocent that's gonna come somewhere down the line in the generations. They don't give a fuck, you see that? They just don't care about anything or anybody. Just themselves and that living off of somebody. By any means. That's another very common thing is they use your own belief systems against you. This is the most common infiltration actually. So let's say I've seen people who keep telling them, your mother cursed you or your father cursed you. They're not cursed, but somebody will come and say, again, like I said, using astrology or some kind of spiritual authority, they assume, or someone will say, oh, I have a very good knowledge, and they will come to you and say some kind of a curse to you, like, oh, my father cursed me, or my mother cursed me with XYZ. They will say, oh, I am very sure this is why your life is difficult because XYZ cursed you with XYZ. And the moment they put that thought in you, if you ignore it and reject it and say no, that's a different thing. A lot of people are not awake or smart enough to do that. So they feed this garbage, and then these people take it and seriously they implant it and make it a real belief. The moment they start actually believing it so much, believe me, it will manifest in the real. Because they are doing all other magic also with your energy to make sure that whatever curse they said is on you is what they wanted to happen to you. It was the target from beginning. But they will make you stupid enough to believe in something, and they will make you curse yourself. Because there is no other curse on you. There is no other way to take you out. Let's go and feed them some bullshit. Make them believe false things and make it a very strong belief. Make it, tell them it's the truth. Make them believe. The moment you fully believe something dumb, okay, in your heart, soul and body, and believe it is truth, that is when they hit you. Because you took it, you fed it, and you digested it, and you actually believed it's true. And then they already prepared everything for it, the rituals and energy harvesting and attack and everything. So they'll hit you with the same curse. This is how they'll manipulate astrology, energy, Reiki, tarot and all that. That's why I said you don't give your energy to others just like that. Because whatever it is they are planning on you, they will make it happen through these evil spirits, and they will make you complicit in participating in it innocently without you even knowing what is happening. You will ruin your own life, or they will ruin it for you. But either ways, they will do it that way. Negative self-beliefs, negative statements, negative self-image, anything that you repetitively say that is negative, bad, unconstructive, criticisms of being very, very critical of yourself too much to an extent that you literally believe that's who you are, and all. Whatever it is that you believe is who you are or what you are inside of you, which is very, very, very negative, bad, and destructive, you say it enough number of times, it will become a curse. They figured it out. That's why they make you do it to yourself. One thing, they use the gang stacking, stalking and harvesting and peeping through peepholes and looking at you and through cameras and constantly looking at you. Just by looking at you, they're harvesting and cursing and spelling and evil eyeing and all that. That's one thing. They'll make you also be a part of it by innocently becoming your own saboteur. You tell negative things about yourself. I'm not beautiful, like that. Enough number of times with enough belief and enough firmness, they put that thought and belief in you, and they make a lot of people around you tell the same things over and over again to make you think that it may be true. You see, they will go to any extent to make you believe a false to be a lie, to be true. And the moment you take it, accept it and fully think, oh, I'm sure this is truth, and you actually accept it, that's it. That's a curse. And they made you put it on yourself. They put the thought in you. Someone close to you came to you with authority, came to you and put that in you. If not authority, someone who is pretending to be a friend or peer or colleague, or someone who claims that they know shit, they know about the spiritual shit, whatever it is. Or they keep saying same things around you. There are certain people in your family or your social group that may keep on saying certain things about you that are not actually true to you. But they keep on saying it as if they are waiting for you to pick up on it and subconsciously take it and actually make it your own. It's not yours. But you see, keep on repeating enough number of times, either in the background or straight in your face, and keep making certain people around you say those same things again and again and again, waiting for you to pick up and accept it and take it as your own. Something that's not good, not acceptable, not constructive, negative, low, or something of destruction, something of failure, something of negative, that's how they do it. And that's why a lot of times family, peer, colleague, workplace, social situations, neighborhood, all these things, they use all these people for that purpose only. They are not your friends. They have an agenda. They are being paid to do those kind of things to innocent people. And this is what they call gang stalking, which they politically correct changed it into neighborhood watch. Whatever you do, what you're doing is still wrong. You can try to make it as neutrally looking as possible. Your words don't mean anything. Your actions are louder. Your intentions are much louder. Your motivations, your crimes are clear. And then there's another way they keep you from moving in your path, reaching your potential, fulfilling your purpose, and using your energy the way you are meant to use in this lifetime, is by sending other kinds of distractions in your life, be it constant job losses, constant pain and suffering, constant heartbreaks, or at least big enough heartbreaks that will, they cause these incidents just around the time when you're about to hit your peak. You don't know. They know because that's their, literally that's what they do every day. There are multiple people who are doing this to multiple people every day all over the world. So they do it specifically around the time when you could actually achieve success. Let's say it's a job, new relationship. They'll distract you with false lover. They'll distract you with a heartbreak where you are busy trying to heal and mourn. Somebody would have stolen your opportunity because they know and you don't know. They know not because they should know. They don't have any power whatsoever. Their soul is rotten somewhere. They stole these gifts from these kind of people that previously they killed and all, right? So they use those gifts to do these kind of things. They use those powers for that. And they use all the other technology and other stuff to keep track, to intrude into other people's life and do all these things. And they do it at the right time. Distract them, make them go a different way, make them choose a different person, make them choose a wrong contract, make them sign a contract that will never be allowing them to reach their potential, by making them miss the real opportunity. And then someone of their person will go and take that opportunity in that cult, in that organization, whoever is in cahoots, okay, whoever wanted to, who could never manifest shit, they will go take your place. And that's the same idea of the destiny swap. This is on a different level. They do on a regular basis. If it's not fully a destiny thing also, any good opportunity, any blessing, any positive change in your life, they'll take it. They just, all they have to do is keep you in a place where you're not there, right place at the right time. And then they know what to do. Then they will go and do it. And they do it to a lot of people every day, all over the world. So others would not live their life, do their jobs or live their purposes and use their energies the way they are meant to when they are born, thus stealing them away from their lives, purposes, journeys, paths, and in the process stealing them away. If they fulfill all these things, only they can free themselves from matrix. So by keeping them distracted all these lifetimes, after enough number of times, they won't be able to make it out of matrix. They'll be trapped. They're not meant to go to hell, but they'll most likely just be, because they did not free themselves in the first place. The target is to free yourself. They didn't do it. In the meantime, somebody literally suck your life out of you and kept doing it for multiple lifetimes and multiple situations, in multiple scenarios, in multiple different ways, and you did not even know. You did not even know. Another thing which I wanted to focus on is how they use this inner goodness in you in the name of charities and all that to take your energy. Let's say, they take your energy when they ask for charity, because I'll tell you, it is not just a charity or somebody is begging because they're unfortunate and all that. What God showed me is when someone is begging, it means they have done really horrible things of stealing from others for lifetimes. And that's why their punishment, their karma is to be a beggar. Okay? Because they have to live through what they put others through. And it also shows they chose beggary over doing some sort of work. So even in the punishing stages, even during the punishment, karma, they chose to be fucking lazy. They would rather sit and beg, manipulating the goodness in people and asking for freeloading essentially. Asking for freebies rather than doing something with their lives. See that? That's how rotten they are. So God showed they don't deserve it. Because the moment you keep giving them, you are just unnecessarily wasting what's yours. And sometimes they send these beggars your way and they use whatever you gave to them to harvest your energy. Because you gave something of yours to them. Be it money, clothes, things, whatever it is that was yours. You willingly gave it to somebody, assuming or thinking you are being charitable and kind and merciful. And all they did is take this object, do some rituals, take it to cults, okay, group of people working behind the scenes. They harvest that energy, hurt you with that. So the product of your kindness, you know what will happen? You will be dragged into spiritual mud. You will be attacked spiritually. Your energy was harvested, which means you will be hurt. Whereas that beggar you thought was deserving of mercy, literally is gonna steal something very important from you just with that one act, but you did not know. And now they are gonna do something with that, and you will lose. And you will not even know. You will not even know. So don't ever give anything to people who don't deserve it. Mercy? You have no idea the person who came to you for a handout is the kind of karma they are carrying. You don't know, obviously. So don't even bother. It's okay. There are times when they manipulate, they will send children, they will send crying people, they will say, oh my God. They will try to plug on your emotional inner goodness and all that. In that place, in such situations, remember what would they have done that God has put them in that place. Be that kind of person in that moment, because that's what they deserve. Not the kind thing. No. You have to be extremely careful. This is one important thing I've been taught, I learned, and I'm watchful of now. Even if the cloth is torn, don't give a fuck. Don't give it to anybody. You have no idea what they would do with it. Do what you think is right, what you believe is right, what God has told you to do. Okay? But you don't have to give it to anybody. Because there's another equation to it. You don't give to somebody to whom you don't owe anything. You don't owe them anything. They will come and ask. That doesn't mean you owe them anything. That may be people you don't know. It's a child or crying or tantrums or old person looking very much ill. Doesn't fucking matter. It's none of your business. So as much as it is important to be kind, that is why God teaches you kindness with limits. As much as it is important to be kind, it's much more important to know when not to show kindness. Because anything can be weaponized in this world. Anything and everything. So it should not become a weapon that they will use it against you. You have to be smart and you have to know limits, boundaries. Do I owe you? No, thank you, goodbye. Another thing, by not only keeping you distracted and away from what you truly are meant to do, they will also make you overdo things. Like, see, first of all, you're not doing the things that you're meant to do. You're already wasting your time and energy and effort. On top of it, they're making you overdo things beyond the limits, beyond what you're meant to do, exerting yourself for others or for yourself so much, especially for others, so much that they will exhaust you. Why? Because they want you on low energy, because that is when their attacks works the best. That is also when a mental attack can go through easily, because you're so tired. All you want to do is rest, you're exhausted. That kind of thing. I mean, look at the society now. How are they making an average person, how hard are they making them work for just basic survival? Exertion, overdo, overwork, overdo things. These are all the ways in which they steal your energy and so take your energy and keep you in a very small limited space by using all these rituals and magic and spells and curses and witchcraft and all sorts of dark magic practices, while they live off of your energy. And for that, you should be very, very attentive as to how are you spending your time, energy and effort, and who are you doing it the most, because it should be you and your purpose. It should be purposeful. It should be, you will know. It will be a practice, but you will know. I don't want to explain it, but you will know. You will have to get there. But as long as you are not doing it with purpose, higher wisdom, goodness, and walking your path, it will be a waste. It will be a distraction. It will be something that is meant to keep you away from what you are truly meant to do. So keep an eye out for these kind of things happening within your life, because they are not normal or natural. All these things that I explained. So pay attention, work on them, think about it, go to God about it. If they are physically fixable things, work on those behaviors that are making you vulnerable to people taking something from you that's not theirs, that they don't have any right or authority to, and you don't owe them. That kind of things. They are wasting your time, energy, effort. They are trying to take from you, but they don't contribute. Like you cook the whole meal and somebody else comes and says, oh, I'm going to sit and eat, and I don't even help you wash the dishes. That kind of attitude, I'm telling you. If it's fair, you will know. If you are being exploited, you will know. Any exploitation, ruthlessly cut those kind of people off of your life. They are there for a reason. They are not doing it for innocent. They are not innocent. Don't even explain to them why you cut them off, because they know what they are doing. Don't sit with them and have arguments and discussions or try to explain them. They will only gaslight you further and make you feel like you are a bad person, you are a selfish person, you are greedy. Yeah. So don't even bother. You see these kind of behaviors, disrespectful, cut them off and move away, and don't even explain. They know what they are doing, so don't even bother. Care for yourself more, to do right by you. Everything will be fine if you do that. They should be minding their own life. So keep an eye out of this, and cut off people who are just there to take, just cannot know how to respect, contribute really, and actually know how to be healthy. Whatever role they play in your life, to be just healthy, to be healthy, nourishing. Are they nourishing you, or are they taking life out of you? Are they nourishing you? Are they taking life, time, effort, energy, money, things, love, kindness, whatever, generosity, okay, skills, advice, whatever it is that they are taking from you, ideas? Nourish. Only they are worth it. All the rest can go. Show them the door and never open again.